The dignity of the human and political justice. Respect is a sacred human right. It is inviolable. God created man in his image. It is gifted of respect. When we speak of humanity, we also speak of dignity. Humanity in itself is a dignity. The dignity of man remains as a value, a quality intrinsic. It is a gift that God gave to man. God was not afraid of putting up his image on human being because he knew that his image could be a seal of protection on human being. And whoever violates this protection of humankind will pay accordingly. The image of God that is on human being constitutes human dignity and fundamental right, make humankind a reasonable and a rational being. Moreover, if someone destroy a human being, you will pay the consequences. The picture of God that is on humankind must be respected. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. For is in the image of God as God made man. Men are not mice, rats, flies, or mosquitoes, which can kill without suffering accordingly. Whoever hurts a human being, it is certain that this criminal will also suffer before his death. You cannot use your strength to destroy the weak. The great God does not give you the power to abuse his children. Powers, in other words, authorities, are sacred because it's a gift from God. Romans 13 verse 1 declares, everyone must submit himself to the governing authorities, but there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Those who use their power, authority to sow evil, they shall reap the whirlwind. The proverb declares, spitting in heaven, he fall on his face. Hosea 8 verse 7 declares, they sow the wind and reap the whirlwind. The stalk has no head and will produce no flower. Where it is to yield grain, foreigners would it up. I do not want to hurt anyone. It is really painful for a child to be responsible for the crime of his father. But the Bible has declared that crimes do not remain unpunished, and that pay from generation to generation. Political leaders of the world, you need to think about your children or family before killing, abuse, mistreat God's children, because your children who are innocent, who know nothing of your crime, could pay themselves the consequences of your dishonest acts. It is evident that many sons undergo because of their father. For example, 2 sons of Muammar Gaddafi are in prison. Both sons of Saddam Hussein lost their life, to mention a few. Do not be selfish. You must think about your kids and your family. Power is ephemeral. Do not let them power make you crazy? You must control it, because one day it will distort your companion. Shakespeare said, whoever has the power to hurt and refrain from exercise, it is a lord. All human beings are born with indignity and right. Dignity and right are sacred to humankind. The right and dignity are amalgams in the birth of human beings. Blaise Pascal, mathematician, physicist, inventor, philosopher, theologian, and moralist French, stated, the right without dignity is only mediocrity, and dignity without the right is only unreason. Dignity and right of human beings are inseparable. These two qualities are legitimate to human beings. As the first section of the International Charter of Human Rights declares, all human beings are born free and equal in right. They are gifted with reason, conscience, and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. My brothers and sisters, from birth, nature has endowed you the right to liberty and to equality. And person has no right to deny you this right. You can prove that you are a moral being and gifted of reason. You can accomplish everything you want. You do not waste your time in doing vain things. The time is too precious to waste. You are a human being like any human being. We all have the same opportunity on earth. If you fail to succeed in life, do not blame anyone. You have to blame yourself. Your destiny is in your hands. You control your destiny. And you have the right to choose to go to hell or the heaven. My friends, the ball is round for everyone. If you cannot play it, it is because you do not want. If you're working hard, you are honest to yourself, and respect the law, I guarantee you, you can succeed. Saying goes, will is power. You must fight hard in life. At the beginning, you must accept to suffer. You must have a passion, and you must work hard on it so that you can materialize your dreams. Brothers and sisters, never ask what people can do for you. You must ask what you can do for yourself and for the people, the community. I go to repeat this same thing again because this is a very important thing. A very important sentence. Never ask what people can do for you. You must ask what you can do for yourself and for the people and the community. You are well equipped by nature to become whatever you want. You do not need to waste your time criticizing people, to hate your friends for what they have. It is a nonsense. And you claim you are intellectual. What is good of your intelligence if you cannot use it to promote the good? If you cannot use it to change your life? If you cannot use it to break the chain that tie your feet? You can possess everything in life, but you have to control your life. If you are looking for something, you can find it. But you have to know what you want. Matthew 7, verse 7 and 8 said, ask, and will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives. He who seeks finds. And to him who knocks, the door will be opened. You must repeat after Napoleon Bonaparte, a man who was sure on himself. There are no buts or ifs. He, on parenthesis, you must succeed. Again he said, the champion in victory of the merit, in defeat we need it. My brothers and sisters, nature has you armed to win any war. That's to say, you are well equipped by nature to win any war, to get whatever you want in life. Don't criticize people. Don't hate people for what they have. I know you mankind are like that. But you have to stop if you want to succeed in life. You have to change. If you don't change, you cannot succeed like that, my brothers. My brothers and sisters, if I wanted to make a metaphor, I would say that you are a plant that can grow, flourish, even in the most arid terrain or land. I go to repeat the same thing again. If I wanted to make a metaphor, I would say that you are a plant that can grow, flourish, even in the most arid, in the most sterile land. You can grow and flourish, my brother. All human beings have the right to justice. It must be applied impartially. It has to be ensuring the partiality necessary and both an essential attribute of sovereignty of the state and a fundamental task in social life. Further, justice is a political institution in relation to state power and to the right. It must be independent in order to avoid corruption. The senators and deputies must be monitored closely, especially in poor countries, because they can be corrupted. Plato said, everything that is born is subject to corruption. Those two powers, legislative power and executive power, let me repeat that again. The power of executive must be under microscope of the people, because the executive power is the source of corruption in any countries. These two powers, legislative power and executive power, must be under the people microscope. And a country needs a strong independent judiciary system which functions 24 hours daily. Austria est constant et perpetua voluntas et sorum quique tribandi. Justice must have constant will and perpetual desire to provide right to everyone. Adding, unfortunately, I have to say that, with all the respect I have for any churches, for the churches, if the corruption pervades among the churches, which can easily happen, the country is almost ruined. The country is almost ruined if the corruption infiltrates among the churches. Respect for the dignity of human being is unconditional. But we must have laws to persuade the slanders to respect the right of everyone. Dignity is an attribute of human beings. She said the eminent value of every human being acknowledged as a person in his own rights, regardless of social status, color, and nationality. Human dignity is divinely protected naturally, politically, and socially. John Rawls stated, political realism believes that politics, like society in general, is governed by objective laws that have their roots in human nature. Said Keynes, act so that you treat humanity as in your own person or in the person of any other, always at the same time as an end and never merely a means. Finally, according to the Universal Declaration of Human Genome and Human Rights of 1997, Article 2, little a, everyone has the right to respect for his dignity, make it imperative not to reduce individual to their genetic characteristic. Small b, that dignity makes it imperative not to reduce individual to their genetic characteristic and to respect the uniqueness of each individual and their diversity. Thank you. God bless all.